So let's start with Medicare supplements, okay?
Okay.
Karen, here you'll notice that it has several different alphabetic symbols. So there's a Plan A, Plan B, one down the line to a Plan N.
Yes. Okay.
In 1992, they organized Medicare so that every insurance company that's going to be in the market has to have the same programs. So it doesn't matter if it's a Plan F here and a Plan F in Georgia or Kalamazoo. It's still a Plan F. And it covers the same things. And the reason I mentioned the Plan F, you'll notice here, Karen, it covers everything.
Yes, I see that.
This way, and that's why a lot of us try to sell that, because it's good for our customers. Once you buy that, you're done. But your health care costs, which is a godsend for us older senior citizens. Basically, you can budget for it. You know what the cost is going to be every year. You put it in your budget, and you're done. Whether you go to an office visit or you have open heart surgery, it's all covered. There's also some lesser expensive plans, like Plan G. As you notice, it covers everything except the Part B deductible. Part B deductible is the doctor, outpatient, those types of costs. Basically, in 2013, the cost was $147. You'll notice that it will lower the price of your Medicare supplement coverage considerably. You don't have to pay that all at once. But even if you go on a doctor's visit, Medicare is still going to pay its 80% of that visit, and you just have to pay the other 20% of the coverage. Let's just say that Medicare authorizes $100 for a doctor's visit, then they will pay $80 and you would pay the $20, or your parents would pay the $20. So it's a lesser expensive, and it's not just all of a sudden, you know.
Right. That sounds good.
Yeah. There's so many different plans here, and they're for different reasons. So I really would like to talk to you further, or to your parents, in regards to their health and how it is, how much they will use it.
Mm-hmm.
Usually as we get older, we use more of it.
Certainly. But right now, with them being in good health, they could start out with the lower plan and move in. You don't have to, when you start with one plan, you can change it later, correct?
You may change it, yes.
Great. As they get older and they maybe need this plan F, but if they start with G or K or...
Yes.
Okay.
I think it has to go through underwriting. When you first come into Medicare, you are authorized to get any coverage, any insurance company in your state at a preferred price. There's usually a preferred price and a standard price.
Okay.
And you're automatically covered. No medical questions asked.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, there may be another time in your lifetime where you have what you call open enrollment, but we'll see about that. I mean, it depends upon a lot of different circumstances. But we know that you are guaranteed coverage no matter what your pre-existing conditions are. There's no medical questions. No matter if you smoke or don't smoke, there's no medical. And you get the preferred rate. So it's nice to pick out the one you're going to be comfortable with.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
And you can start with a smaller one less expensive one, like the Plan N, you know, and it will save you money for a while. Make sure that you, and if they start having problems, if they're not large ones,
Yes.
and there's always usually one or two companies out there that will cover you no matter what. Okay? So yeah, Medicare A comes automatically.
Okay.
If you've been working for over 10 years and you've been paying into it
Okay.
with your taxes, your payroll taxes, you're covered. If And then the Part B, this last year was $97 for the program. It changes every year, a little bit. Nothing too drastic, but a little. And so therefore, you can still budget for it, okay? Any other questions as how much detail you think that you need on this, Karen?
Well, I mean, they're in good health now, but I am concerned. I'm concerned, but I was very interested. I see it has skilled nursing facility co-insurance. So I'm not quite sure what this would cover. But let's just say Dad got hurt and needed to go into the nursing home for therapy or for recovery. Is this something that covers it?
Absolutely.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yes. Basically, as long as it's skilled care, if you're in the hospital for 3 days, not counting the day of discharge, and then doctor writes an order to go to let's say a nursing home for maybe therapy, and it was done under a very supervised program, so you can check into a nursing home within 30 days, and they will cover skilled nursing, which means you're receiving therapy, and they'll cover it for 20 days, 100%. Then, this program, if you have the right plan, as you can see the different plans that cover it, and some that don't, basically, after the 20 days is up, then Medicare will cover all but a given amount, maybe 145, 150. It changes from year to year.
Certainly.
You know, it doesn't, not a big change, but nevertheless, if you have the right plan, the insurance company then picks that up for the next 80 days.
Oh, okay.
So you have 100 days of coverage, you know, which is excellent for like a knee replacement, hip replacement, something like that. Get in there and you have therapy, and the insurance company picks it up.
Mm.
But it does not cover convalescent care. I mean, when there's no Alzheimer's or some such thing as that,
Right.
That's called convalescent care, and that's not covered.
Okay. I do have another question, Bob. What about drugs? My mom takes a few high blood pressure medications, and I believe my dad has something that I can't remember exactly what's wrong with him now, but does it cover drugs?
Part D does. This is Medicare, you know, Part A and Part B to get this. And then we have Part C, which is Medicare Advantage programs, which is HMOs and such, which I'll explain later. And then there's also Part D, which is drug coverage.
Oh, okay.
And so, yes, and I talked to you about that, Karen. It's a very good program, and we'll discuss that in a few minutes.
Okay. Well, great. No, this has been absolutely wonderful. I'm starting to feel a little bit better about them getting older. I'm an only child, so I just want to make sure that they're well taken care of.
Oh, they will be. They will
Great.
be. They're in good hands with Medicare and Medicare Supplement.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for your time.
My pleasure.
Nice meeting you.